Welcome to Be Continued. We're your host. I'm Christian.
I'm Caleb.
I'm Riley.
And we'll start this week's episode off with a recap of the World Series so far. And wow, we were wrong.
So it's looking like the gentleman's sweep is a real possibility, just not the direction we thought.
However, we got to give credit to the Yankees because they've done something that hasn't been done. Was it the 70s was the last time this was done?
Yeah.
Where a team was on the verge of being swept and they fought it off?
Yeah, I loved the quote from Garrett Cole before last game. And they were like, how do you feel being down in a 3-0 hole? And Garrett Cole says, well, when we came into the series, we needed to win 4 games. It's still the same goal. So, like, it really doesn't matter. So, I'm not – obviously, I don't think the Yankees are going to win. I think most likely they're probably done tonight. But if they don't lose tonight, I'm going to tell you right now, look out. Because Rodon embarrassed himself last time. He's not going to do it twice in a row. I think you're going to see a bounce back from Rodon. And then Game 7s are always just anybody's guess. And you know that's what the league wants. The league wants just Game 7, chaos, everybody watching. And I would not be shocked if that's what we got. And if that happens, then the league is rigged talks are going to have a lot more credence even than the Patrick Mahomes fanboys.
You're the fanboy.
Haters.
You're the fanboy.
Haters. Patrick Mahomes haters. I think the league's all about Patrick.
So I will say, for going into last night, the Yankees had everything that needed to go their way last night go their way. Like, if they would have won last night, let's say 5-4, okay, you barely squeaked one out, and, I mean, you could really make the argument. They got lucky if they won that way. But they won 11-4, and the players that were not hitting great this series, they showed some life. And the worst thing that could happen to the Dodgers is the players that haven't been able to hit 6-8 or the 6-9 lineup there for the Yankees, if they get hot, Yankees are right back in the series because I still think the Yankees have the advantage in the bullpen.
Well, also, the Dodgers pitching, compared to the first 3 games, last night, the Dodgers pitching looked terrible. They looked horrendous.
Because they tried to do the bullpen game. Bullpen games do not work.
The Dodgers had it set, and the one name I'm going to go to is Yamamoto because I'm surprised with him because coming into playoffs, actually coming into the series against the Mets, he had a 3.5, like a 4 ERA. He was a terrible pitcher all season. And then he played good against the Mets, and he played good against the Yankees when he pitched against them. But whoever pitched last night just did not look good.
So Yamamoto, at the beginning of the season, was awesome. And then he got hurt. When he came back, he was terrible. And then he was really bad in his first start against the Mets. Second start was really good. And then his first start against the Yankees was really good. And the same thing with Flaherty, but backwards. So that's why I kind of think, like, it's hard to beat the same team twice. Mm-hmm. So I almost think that, it's hard to say you have an advantage when you're facing a pitcher that dominated you, like Yamamoto did in the last game. But, I mean, the more you see a pitcher, the better off you are. Sure. So I don't think they're going to get shut down by Flaherty or Yamamoto again. But hats off to him for the first time.
Did Hans Juan Soto hit last night? I don't think. When I looked, he was 0-3.
I think Soto and Stanton were Soto had a double late in the game.
Okay.
But Stanton
had his worst
Stanton
game.
And Rizzo were the only ones that didn't have hits in the game.
Stanton finally had a normal game.
And I'm saying this right now. Thank you, Anthony Rizzo. Love all you've done. If he hits 3 home runs tonight, then just cut this. Find a way to cut it. But this has got to be his last series as a Yankee. He's old. I appreciate the effort, but Bellinger's the guy we want. Cody Bellinger. The Yankees lineup works so much better when you've got a legitimate hitter between Judge and Stanton. And you need a lefty bat. Bellinger's that dude. He can play first base. He can play the outfield.
Speaking of Judge, he cannot play in clutch time. I don't know how
he had 1 hit last night. He was on base 4 times. He is on his way back. I'm not going to say he's back. But I feel a lot better about him tonight than I did last night.
You know what's kind of weird, though, about this series? The MLB was propping it up as it's Ohtani versus Judge. What? Neither one of them showed up.
Ohtani got hurt in the first game and hasn't done anything.
I thought it was Game 3 he got hurt. Was it Game 2 or was it Game 2?
It was Game 2.
Oh, I knew it was one of them earlier ones.
He was sliding. He was stealing second with a 3-run lead. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Now, I also will say this. This series might be 2-2 if the Yankees went with anybody but Fat Joe to sing prior to Game 3.
Or if they had a legitimate manager. We can't let Aaron Boone off the hook. He gave away Game 1.
Yeah.
Luke Weaver threw 19 pitches. You stay with your ace. He's your best reliever that you have. You got to stay with Luke Weaver. If you're going to take him out, then you go to your best left-handed reliever. Tim Hill, he's been the best left-handed reliever in the playoffs of any team.
Except he went with the guy who hasn't pitched in a month. Yeah, great job, Boone.
It should be 2-2 at worst. But yeah, Fat Joe, what the heck, Yankees? If you're gonna try to respond to, and oh look, that Ice Cube thing was epic. When Ice Cube was like going for the dodge, like that was pretty cool. Typically, I'm annoyed when like the game says starting at 8:08. I turn the game on at 8:08 and I see singers on the field. The Ice Cube thing was kind of cool. Fat Joe was not cool.
No.
Like if you're the Yankees and you're responding to Ice Cube, give me Jay-Z. Put the track of give me Jay-Z. He's a Yankee fan, he's from New York.
He's also friends with Diddy.
Give me Jay-Z. With Empire State of Mind. That's what we need. That's a vibe. If you're saying every rapper that was friends with Diddy, then you can't have a rapper. And you're gonna go get a contemporary Christian singer.
Whoa.
There's a lot of
Whoa.
rappers.
I'm not saying that they're friends with. I'm just saying Jay-Z's like numero
If you're crossing off all the people that are associated with Diddy, and let's throw Epstein in there too, because they're basically the same person, just a different skin color.
Jay-Z's on both.
All of them are scumbags. So everybody who's famous, you can't even watch. Empire State of Mind is an epic song. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it's an epic song.
That's what we needed to hear. Not whatever.
I just don't think you couldn't top Ice Cube. I mean, that was.
Man, you got Alicia Keys in the track. Oh yeah.
Sometimes you just got to admit your loss and just. I mean, Fat Joe brought.
Or just like go complete opposite direction. Have like a
pop singer or something.
No, like a Frank Sinatra type, like an opera singer. You're in New York. Give me some Broadway. Like
A one-man show. Right?
have somebody like do the. They play the Frank Sinatra New York, New York. That's what you need.
Could you imagine getting ready for a World Series?
You are so. What are you doing?
I don't know. But could you imagine?
Wow.
Like getting ready for a game and you just hear New York and you're like, what?
Start spreading the news. That's it. New York, New York. That's the infamous thing. Stop playing that after losses too, by the way.
Yeah, no, that I agree.
That's embarrassing. What are you doing? Is it something you play when you win, or not? Because if you're playing it after losses, you can play something else after you win. Okay. Anyway, I think the Yankees lose tonight. If they don't, it's going 7, and it's going to be a lot of fun. The Yankees probably still losing 7 because Walker Buehler is going to be better than whoever the Yankees can throw.
You're not going to believe me. I think the Yankees win tonight, and I actually don't think it's going to be necessarily close. I'm going to call it now. Judge is going to... First inning, he's hitting a home run.
I would love to see Judge turn into Freddie Freeman for the second half.
Dude, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie
Freeman's going to be the MVP, win, lose, or draw.
Yeah, I don't think no matter what, I think Freddie Freeman is the MVP.
As a Yankees fan, who are you more afraid of, Freddie Freeman or Freddie Krueger?
It's the same person.
It is.
He's haunting my nightmares, haunting my dreams.
Ooh.
Did you see that sign that said, "Please, Freddie, stop"?
I saw that.
Man.
Was he the first player in history to hit a walk-off grand slam in the World Series?
Yeah.
And the first player in history to hit a home run in 3 back-to-back games in the World Series?
He's hit
I think
5
6.
straight. He's hit 5 straight because it goes back to when he was a Brave.
I thought it was 6 because of
I
last...
think it's 5. It's 5 after last night.
All right.
When he does it tonight, it's going to be 6.
Yeah.
He's probably going to do it. Let's be real.
Come on, Cole. Be what you need to be.
Is Cole pitching tonight?
Yeah. He better be an alpha tonight because he was kind of a beta.
Yeah, I was going to say,
he take that ball.
He looked. When I looked game 1, I didn't know I thought they were going to save Cole like you had mentioned before. And then I looked at the pitching stats, and Cole pitched for 6 innings, and I said, oh.
He threw 88 pitches, and they took him out. That was a beta move, Cole. Tell him to go back in that dugout. I got more in me. I got one more in me.
It's hard.
Vince Carter style.
It's hard to be an alpha male when you ain't got no facial hair.
And you sound, yeah. He's also got kind of that Patrick Mahomes, Kermit the Frog voice going.
A lesbian voice?
Like,
whoa.
you just always take it further with my boy Mahomes. Okay.
Hey, you need to keep the goat's name out your mouth.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking about Steph Curry.
Oh, wow. That's a whole nother.
He ain't even top 10.
Argument.
We won't even get there. Isn't he injured again?
He is.
No, he's only missing a game or 2.
All right. Thought it was like a month.
But
All
he
right.
hit 7 threes last night.
Hey. Just goes to show anybody can survive in that system.
It's true.
Klay Thompson couldn't.
Yeah, Klay Thompson's old.
Klay
He was looking good in the Mavericks.
Klay Thompson.
What do you have last night? 10 points?
Who cares?
It was like 1 of 10 from 3
Clay's going to
points.
be a Hall of Famer because of what he did in that system. So let's not act like he couldn't survive there.
He also had like 4 injuries.
True.
Like major.
Draymond Green survived longer than he did, and Draymond Green punched somebody in the face.
Yeah, but he's also not like good. Either. So
He's just an older, less athletic version of Ben Simmons.
He's still
With a
there.
backbone.
fatter.
All
A little
right.
shorter.
All right. Well, hopefully everybody watches the World Series, enjoys the World Series, specifically for Caleb, hoping they win tonight.
Yeah.
So his mental
Hopefully you're
health
not
can-
watching tomorrow night, seeing that the series is over.
Yeah.
We want more baseball.
All right. Well, let's get to our NFL. Is there an echo going on?
Yeah, because you're yelling at us.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Let's get to our NFL predictions.
We forgive you.
Ezra has taken the lead again.
Took it, huh?
Taking the lead. Why do I
He's took
keep-
in the lead.
I'm sorry, man. He's taken the lead again with a record of 76-47. Caleb is in second with a record of 74-49. I'm in third, 72-51, and Riley's up to 69-54.
Had
Which
2 good weeks.
3 weeks ago, me and Riley were right near 500. Hey, as this season's going on, we're getting closer and closer now. I'll give you guys a little bit of a preview with some of these picks that Ezra's got. I think after this week he won't be in first no more. That's a promise.
All right. Well, let's get to it then.
All right. Thursday night football, we got the Texans at the Jets. Ezra's going with the Texans. Caleb, who are you going with?
I gotta go Texans. Wait. Does
No
they have
Stephon-
anybody playing
no
receiver?
Stephon
No,
Diggs,
give me
no-
the Jets.
no Nico
I want
Collins.
to do it anyway. Everybody's counting them out. This is going to be the what the heck game. Like, where did this come from? Book it right here.
Hey, have you seen what Rodgers has been drinking?
I saw he's found a
Beer?
fountain of youth.
Fountain of Youth, yeah, from the punter, Thomas Mostad, who's somehow in the league. He was the punter for the Saints when they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Isn't that guy like 100?
Yeah, pretty much. Riley.
I mean, with no Stephon Diggs, no Nico Collins, is Tank Dell even playing?
Yeah, Tank Dell's playing.
You gotta wonder how much Tank Dell can do by himself.
Is Bobby Trees playing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Jets. I don't think it'll be a high-scoring game either way, and if it is, the Jets are gonna take over.
See, I thought I was going to be by myself picking the Jets here, but I'm not. Aaron Rodgers is best when his back's against the wall. And I'll say this. Everybody wants to say the dude's a wash, but if you've been watching the games, he's not bad.
Yeah, he's not been doing too bad.
And don't get me wrong, this could be a Tank Dell comeback game, a little takeover game for him, and this could be where he comes back from his injury of last year. But I don't see it happening yet.
It's also a quick week, and the worst place to play when you got injured is MetLife Stadium.
Oh yes,
Like, whew.
because half your team's gonna get hurt even more.
Yeah, it's a rough place to play. All right, 1 p.m. window, Cowboys at Falcons. Ezra's picking the Falcons. Riley, who are you picking?
I'm also going to go the Falcons after watching the embarrassment of the Cowboys against the 49ers.
Caleb.
Falcons.
I'm going with the Cowboys. And I'm not saying that for some jinx. The reason the Falcons are the worst winning team in football at home. They do not win at home. Remember,
That's fair.
a couple weeks ago, the Seahawks looked like they were found for dead. They couldn't do anything right. They went to Atlanta and just mollywopped them.
Wow.
It's because they're only good in other
family
people's
friendly
traps, according to Kirk Cousins.
What?
I said they're only good in other people's traps, according to Kirk Cousins.
Hey. Kirko Chains is alive. All right, Broncos at Ravens. I'm confident we can all go. Ravens?
Ravens.
Yeah,
They did just lose to James Winston.
yeah. After
Family business is family business.
but the problem is after losing to the Browns, they got to go into because they looked solid for a couple weeks before that, and then they lost to the Browns. Now you got to go back in the locker room. And you got to think, what did we do wrong?
Dolphins at Bills is the next game. Tua's dyed his hair, so he's getting
Bills.
concussed again. We're going with the Bills. Riley, you going with Bills?
I don't know. Tua learned to slide.
They lost to the Cardinals.
That's true, but the Cardinals at the beginning of the season, I did
It's in
say we're going to
Buffalo.
win their division. You said it's in Buffalo?
It's in Buffalo.
Yeah, I'll go with the Bills, I guess. It's probably not going to be real nice weather conditions up there.
Saints at Panthers. Bryce Young's the starting quarterback. No Deontay Johnson. They're probably going to be resting a lot of their
No Derek
starters.
Carr either.
No Derek Carr. It's
This is
a,
a
Yuck.
snooze fest.
Yuck.
so who do you trust more?
Is
Dave-
Alvin Kamara even playing?
Yeah, he's playing. Dave Canales or
On a broken hand?
he played last week.
Oh, no Adam Thielen
Oh,
either.
man.
No Deontay Johnson, no Adam Thielen.
This is literally a toss-up because both these teams are so bad.
Ezra went with the Saints.
It's about to be the Miles Sanders show.
Gosh.
So you're going with the Panthers?
Yeah. I think that the Saints defense will look good. I just don't think their offense will.
Is Spencer Rattler playing or the other dude?
Rattler.
I'm going with the Saints.
I'm going with the Saints as well.
Yeah, I might
Saints
have to
are-
go with the Saints.
Saints are just more talented. Like even
No, they are. They got a lot more talent, but this is also Rattler's game to show what he's made of, I guess.
He looked good last week.
He
It's
did,
just
but now he's playing a team with really no defense, so.
they are the worst team in football.
Yeah.
All right. So you went with the Saints?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Raiders at Bengals. Are we all going Bengals?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
They just got embarrassed by the Eagles. I assume it's not going to happen to the Raiders, too.
All right. Chargers at Browns. Ezra went with the Browns.
Justin
Caleb?
Fields playing?
Huh?
Justin Fields playing
For
after
the-
that dirty hit?
For the Chargers or the Browns?
The Chargers.
Justin Fields?
Not Justin Fields, Justin Herbert.
Yeah, Herbert's playing. He finished the game last week.
After that dirty hit that lineman gave to him.
Browns. I just want the Browns to win because I like Jameis Winston.
I do too. That dude is hilarious.
He is. I like how he quoted Eminem last week.
So before the game he starts quoting the Bible. He's like, I'm doing this for the Lord, and then he said some Bible verse, and I'm like, all right. Then after the game, he's quoting Eminem. I'm like, whoa.
I think we look at Chandler Jones and we look at Antonio Brown for CTE. We gotta look at Jameis Winston.
Oh no, he does not have CT. He's just been like this since he was born.
Yeah, I think he had
He still
CTE. I
grabbed
think he got
legs in
dropped
college.
at the beginning. Anyway, I'm
Who you going with?
gonna go with the Chargers. I trust the coaching a lot more than I trust the coaches for the Browns.
I agree. I trust the Chargers more than I do the Browns. I really like Jameis. It's just
Don't get me wrong. Running against the Ravens was impressive, but like you said, family business is family business.
Yep. All right, Commanders at Giants. Ezra went with the Commanders. Riley, who are you going with?
Didn't they already play this season?
Yeah,
It's
Who
in
won?
MetLife.
it's in MetLife.
Commanders.
Commanders won. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Commanders. Has Daniel Jones thrown a touchdown in MetLife yet?
Nope.
Yep, Commanders.
Guess what? I think the Commanders win this game, but can I give you guys a guarantee? Daniel Jones throws a touchdown this week.
I could see it. Don't worry, I could see him breaking his streak right now, but I think the Commanders win because their offense is. The Brian Burns playing? I don't know what his injury
Yeah,
was.
he played last week.
I just never caught up with his injury when they played the Eagles.
They can't stop the runs. Brian Robinson, I'm starting him in fantasy. I cannot wait. Fantasy points are coming in by the boatload this week. All right, Patriots at Titans. Ezra went with the Patriots. Riley?
This might be a tie. The Patriots.
0-0.
Yeah.
Both teams
I'm
are
starting
so
to
bad.
say that for the Saints game.
I thought about it.
All right, Caleb?
Is Will Levis back yet?
No.
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 Rudolph.
I guess Patriots. Who cares?
This is one, dude. This one and the Saints game are both those games. It's like either team could win because they both suck.
All four of those teams should be picking first overall.
They all get to split the person in fours.
I'm going with the Patriots. 4 p.m. window. We have the Bears at Cardinals. Ezra went with the Cardinals. Riley?
Cardinals are coming off a win. I don't think they do it twice in a row. So I got
3 times.
Yeah, they got to go with the Bears. I don't think the Cardinals can do it.
Caleb?
I'm going to say Bears.
Also, the Bears are coming off an embarrassment.
Yeah, their offense was really bad last week. I think they're going to want to bounce back. And they get to play in a dome.
And a horrible defense.
Well, it's only the embarrassment because that cornerback sold the game after trash talking fans. He literally is the reason that dude caught the touchdown because he should have covered the guy behind him instead of trying to tip the ball.
But it's also
It's also bad coaching.
It is.
who
You
gives the
left
ball to the center in the goal line? They deserve to lose because they gave a fullback who would offensive lineman who was at fullback. They gave the ball like an offensive lineman knows how to grab a ball off a handoff. They deserve to lose.
It's a lot closer than you think. But
Hey, I've never been happier for a win in my life.
it's all right.
All right, Jaguars at Eagles. We're all going Eagles, right? No Christian Kirk, no Brian
Yeah.
Thomas.
Okay, then yeah.
And they traded Cam Robinson.
Yeah,
Yeah, who do the
they don't.
Jaguars even
Parker
have?
Washington's Parker Washington's their starting receiver this
Although
week.
this is a Doug Peterson redemption game. No, they played each other before.
He got dominated last time.
That's
Wasn't
true.
that
Free T-Law.
all right?
Free Doug Peterson.
Free Doug Peterson.
Nah, free T-Law.
Free Doug Peterson.
T-Law doesn't even like the sport. All right.
Sure. He wants to just
The numbers are pretty good.
go back to college football.
All right. Rams at Seahawks. Caleb.
Rams.
I don't even know why I asked. Riley. Oh, Ezra went with the Rams, by the way.
I'll go with the. I've been picking the Rams the last couple weeks. I'll stick on the train. I'm gonna go with the Rams.
I'm going with the Rams because the Rams play great up in Seattle. Like it's their second home.
It's true, but again,
Well, it's because teams that usually have a home field advantage because of their fans, that's not an advantage against the Rams on the road because they don't have home field advantage at home.
right.
So like
Before
the
last-
Rams should be the best road team in football.
Before last week, have you guys ever seen the Seattle Seahawks stadium overtaken with somebody else's overtaken with somebody else's fans?
No.
Like Buffalo came in and took over the stadium. I was like, whoa. All right. Colts at Vikings Sunday Night Football. Joe Flacco is now the starting quarterback for the rest of the season.
Vikings aren't going to lose 3 weeks in a row.
I was gonna say Sam Darnold hasn't looked that great since their bye week, hasn't he?
Oh, he's looked good.
He played an elite Rams defense last week.
He looked good last week.
As soon as Troy Reader gets out of there,
Do you know if they call it a face mask penalty, maybe?
they called a face mask penalty,
The drive
they would have
prior.
offset because the dude right in front of him got held. So in the end zone.
All right, Riley.
I'll go with the Colts. That's a tough pick, but I'll go with the
I
Colts.
like Flacco, man. Flacco gives them a chance at least.
That's why I'm picking them, is because of Flacco.
You know what? I'm going to say this now. Vikings don't make the playoffs this year. I'm going with the Colts.
See, I can agree with that. It's
This is the 2016 Vikings all over again.
Listen, I'm saying this, and I've been saying it, but I mentioned it a couple times. Sam Darnold's start on the Panthers started 3-0, and he ended 5-12.
Yeah, but this is
He's playing good. I don't think it will be because of him. That left tackle is a big loss, but I think he'll continue to play good. I just don't think they'll make the playoffs because of how talented their division is.
I
they
also
just
wasn't
don't
blaming
have
it
the
on him.
talent on the defensive side of the ball either. They got a lot of old guys.
Yeah, their defense looked solid for the first couple weeks.
But the reason I say 2016, they started 5-0 with, guess what, another Caleb guy at quarterback, Sam Bradford. And then they lost. They went 2-9 the rest of the season, missed the playoffs.
Honestly, I don't think
And Bradford still played good that season. And then the next year,
7-9 Bull.
I don't think the Vikings don't make the playoffs because of Sam Darnold. I think that it's the same thing as the Vikings have always been, is they don't want to win. If they make the playoffs, they're going to lose in playoffs. 'cause
they're
they
in the
don't wanna
hardest
win.
division in football.
That's true, but every time they make the playoffs, they just lose in the first round, second round, because they don't want to win.
All right, and this is why I think Ezra's week might be crumbling down. Monday Night Football, Buccaneers with no Mike Evans or Chris Godwin versus the Chiefs. Ezra went with the Buccaneers. Chiefs by 1,000. No, I'm joking. It's going to be a close game because it's
Chiefs
at the
got
Chiefs.
Goat Mahomes. They got
What
DeAndre
did
Hopkins.
Buccaneers
now.
do last week?
They
Kelsey
barely
got himself
lost to the
again.
Falcons, 26-31.
In Tampa?
It was in Tampa. They were in their creamsicles.
I saw that.
Gross.
Excuse me?
What?
Gross.
Those are some of the most beautiful jerseys in football.
No,
Gross.
they're not.
What's gross is those bone jerseys.
Their Super Bowl uniforms are better.
I'm going with the
red and
Buccaneers.
white ones.
Well, you're going with the home?
I'm going with the Buccaneers. Is it? Oh, it's in.
It's in KC. Are you really going with the Buccaneers? I'm gonna let you think about that.
I guess I gotta go with the Chiefs.
Yeah, you do.
Taylor Swift's gonna be there.
Welcome to Team Mahomes.
Yeah, I'm not on Team Mahomes. I'm trying to get my record up.
All right. Well, sorry, hater. Welcome to the bandwagon.
Hate.
Okay, I don't agree with that.
Listen, I'm
side.
jumping on the Rams bandwagon before I'm jumping on the Chiefs bandwagon.
Hey, there's plenty of room.
Yeah, this is the year of mediocrity, man. Like, I don't feel super confident in any of those teams you mentioned. Like,
Who's
You know,
the best? This is
I love Mahomes. I think he's going to go down as the best quarterback of all time. Even his team has not been dominating anybody.
his defense.
The Ravens have looked fantastic, and then they got beat by the Browns. So, like,
This is the year.
yeah,
Like
this is the year of mediocrity.
that's why Commanders fans we're thinking it might be our year. It's
That's
not.
why the Rams still have a
once
It's
shot.
not.
see, my problem is once the Commanders meet the Lions. Honestly, once any team in the NFC meets the Lions, it's gonna be a clash.
I'm not afraid of the Lions.
Even after the
At
Lions lost
all.
Hutchinson, they've looked
Lions
dominant.
Lions going to get theirs.
They're gonna get theirs when it comes.
That's fair. I say that's fair.
They're a front running team. I want to see. You know what? I'll say it now. You know who's going to eliminate the Lions this year?
Rams.
The Rams. They should have beat them week one, and they should have beat them in the wild card
I
game
think
last year.
that. See, but I think that the Lions won't get theirs until playoffs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think the NFC Championship game is going to be the Rams at Lions. Rams are going to win it to get to the Super Bowl.
But the Rams gotta go to the Eagles first.
The who?
The Eagles.
Now, Rams D-line gets better every week.
So does the Eagles.
Jared Verse is a beast. Have you seen him?
Dude, I like him and Fisk. I've liked Fisk. Fisk hasn't jumped on his
Hey.
domination train yet, but he will.
The only thing I'll say, Rams linebackers are bad.
Hey, they're better now.
Cam Curl's the best linebacker.
Leaders
I
out.
got. All right. Well, I hope everybody enjoys this week's NFL week. It's been a fun couple weeks. The NFL offense is starting to pick up again.
Sure, it's becoming an
it's-
offensive game.
I'm just wondering
I
if
still
it's
don't
still
watch
too
football.
political for Caleb.
It is. I still don't care.
So in November 6th, is it going to be less political for you, or just done?
It just depends on
Just
who wins.
television in general is going to be much more.
See, it just
enjoyable.
depends. It depends on who wins, and then
I don't even
if-
care who wins. I
See,
just don't want to see.
No,
the
I'm saying that it
ads.
depends on who wins because if a certain
Get a
person
life.
wins, it's going to be all over every social media, every news outlet. You think that it got rigged,
You
and
know
that
what's crazy? We live in a country that's trillions of dollars in debt, and gets further and further in debt every year.
every day.
And we give lots of money away to other countries, and some of whatever to help people, whatever. I'm not saying they should or
Trying to
shouldn't.
get us canceled?
But then we spend billions of dollars to get politicians elected. Why? Why? Like, why do we need to spend that kind? Like, that's just literally throwing. Think of all the money spent on failed candidates. You did all that for nothing.
True.
All that money could have gone to something useful.
True.
We could have got homeless people off the streets. We could have fed people that don't have food. We could have got clothes on some families that don't have. This is the whole political thing's ridiculous. It's insane. It's a money grab. All of them are corrupt. They're all crooks. Don't like any of them.
True.
Agreed. But with that being said,
To be continued. 2028.
make America
Put
great
us on the
again.
ballot. No,
please.
don't take it there.
Oh, I'm taking
You're
it.
gonna get us canceled. You said
Great.
Caleb's gonna get us canceled.
Great.
You're gonna get us canceled.
Nick
You might as
Bosa.
well have said the C word.
Nick Bosa did it.
True. I don't
And
know
he
if
has
he
the number.
actually,
Have you seen he has the number one selling jersey in football?
no. Did he have the? Was it actually a MAGA hat?
Yeah, it was a MAGA
I see. I
hat.
couldn't see because it like
It,
reflected.
was like white
a
and gold.
gold form. I was like, "What are you wearing that for?" Like, that does not show up well on camera. Like,
No,
if
it
you
didn't.
wanted,
Like, I
if
could
you
not
want,
tell.
it should have been the red with the white. Like, of course, nobody.
Yeah, he knew the Trump cult was going to love it. Yeah.
That's
and they
why
do.
I'm.
But here's the thing: everyone's like, he was a closeted Trump supporter. Dude's been a
Yeah,
Trump
he's
supporter.
not closeted.
Dude, he's listen. He's not closeted. He's a country boy. His sack numbers are up against African American QBs.
Oh my gosh.
So I mean, he's gotta,
What the heck?
he's gotta be a Trump supporter.
Until next time.
To be continued. I hope everybody comments, likes. Have a nice day.